It's just one of those days.
I just spent all morning second guessing my entire thesis, and I have made no progress or any of the progress that I wanted to make for today. I spent literally the last 3 hours researching books that I could use to switch out my main text, which I shouldn't be thinking about this anymore, and I am freaking out. Ah! We're gonna try this again. Welcome back to vlog. Today is actually Tuesday. I'm probably gonna keep the clips from yesterday, but yesterday I was not having a good time, like, at all. I honestly don't know if it was like imposter syndrome or just me freaking out or something like that, but I literally spent the entire day just wanting to start over, just wanting to throw away everything that I've worked on for the last 2.5 years. I was overthinking everything, and in the end I just decided to stop working and call it a day. I ended up just reading all day, and then I painted, which is amazing. If you're new to this channel, my name is Laura and I'm a graduate student working to get my master's in English literature, and I am working on reestablishing, or I am going back to the hobbies that I loved but had to drop due to undiagnosed ADHD burnout. I hope that makes sense. So for my entire life, basically, I felt like I kept pushing back art because I was just so overwhelmed with school and everything. And now I am making it a top priority now that I am not working and I have time. So, as I was saying, I stopped working on my thesis. I had to take a step back. I ate lunch and then I decided to just call it a day. And I finished Vampiros en el Norte and I started Carmilla. Both are pretty interesting. But if you want to hear more about that, I'm actually going to put out a reading vlog. So if you want to check that out, I don't know which one's going to come out first, but I'll have a reading vlog for those two books if you're interested of my thoughts. But yes, I painted and it was a great time. It was just the break that I needed from that horrible sinking feeling that I got while I was working on my thesis. I did day 1 and day 2 of Peachtober's prompt for Peachtober, and like you could tell I'm a little rusty, but I don't know, I love the way it turned out, and it's proof that it worked on something. So I'm really proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself. So as I mentioned before, today is Tuesday and I'm actually working on my thesis today. I woke up refreshed, I woke up better, and hopefully I don't have another spiraling moment. Happy Wednesday! There isn't really a goal in mind here in terms of pages that I'm writing, but we have officially made it to 60 pages for my thesis, and I'm very impressed. Originally, I was told that 60 pages was the maximum for my thesis, or for the theses in general. But when I was talking to my thesis director, she said that that's not necessarily the case, I guess, or to not necessarily worry about that. So I'm assuming we're probably just going to be editing until we get back down to 60, because I still have a lot more to write. However, today is Wednesday, and this big bad boy draft is due on the 15th, so that's next Friday. And I am a little behind, but I kind of want to see if I could give myself another mental health day, just because I had to breathe through a tiny anxiety attack this morning. So I kind of just want to give myself just a day off to not think about this right now. I mean, I finished writing. I'm about to go into my lunch and I finished writing one section. I still need I still need to analyze the book that I was writing about, but I think I could do that tomorrow. So I'm giving myself the day to just relax. I'll most likely start Dracula and maybe clean my room a little bit because, as you can see, there's a pile of clothes right there. Yeah, that is most likely what's going to happen. You got to give yourself breaks, you know? I would definitely learn that the hard way, and now I'm giving myself time to just breathe so that hopefully tomorrow or even next week, I've been relaxed enough to just continue and write and make my deadline, you know? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
But honestly, I've only watched the movie once. I haven't watched. Enjoyed this video. Please leave a like. If you did it, please leave a comment. Here's your line I have more content coming your way. Shout out to my beautiful patrons for support. Boy, always appreciate it.
Happy Friday, everyone. Thesis progress. I was able to work or progress enough on Thursday that while I am still technically behind, it's not as overwhelming as I was earlier this week, which is a good thing. You know, right now I am working on reading an article that my professor, my thesis director had recommended to me, and I hadn't gotten to it, but I'm glad that I actually did because my whole section was lacking and I didn't know what to add on to fixing, and I just hated it, and I was just going to turn it in the way that I did the section for this specific novel. And I'm glad that I finally took the time to read this article because it has just what I need to fix that section. So basically what's going to happen is that I am going to start over with that entire section and fix everything. And I know that's just adding another workload on me. I mean, according to my checklist, I only had 2 things left, but that's not the case anymore. So that kind of sucks. But it is needed. It is very, very needed. And once that section is done, it'll kind of like help the rest of the sections. And it's not even a lot that I'm going to completely redo. It's not like I'm writing a or it's not like I'm redoing a whole 20-page section. It's a section within a section. So if anything, I'll just be rewriting 3, 4 pages at most. Yeah. So I know I'll be fine. I'll be okay. So as you saw in my last clip, I bought an Xbox controller, and that is because I am playing The Lies of P, and I am not a gamer. I play Diablo once in a while, but I've never been like into games. I've wanted to, but I've just never really had the chance or the means or anything like that. Not just because of my ADHD issues, but because of other things. And when I saw that Lies of P was available in the App Store on my Mac, I just impulsively bought it. And I had never played using keyboard and mouse, and that was hard. I hated it. So I bought an Xbox controller to hopefully make it easier on me. Especially, I was in some random person's live stream of the game, and and I kind of mentioned that I'm such a noob at gaming, and they're like, "Yeah, don't start with Lies of P unless you're really patient because it's really hard." Blah 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 blah, and I'm just like, challenge accepted. So that is what's probably going to happen for the rest of Friday before I completely focus the weekend on redoing these pages. So yeah, happy Friday.